Hi guys! In this video, I'm going to discuss on systems of linear equations solved graphically. So we have three kinds of systems of linear equations in two variables according to the number of solutions. For number one, we have the system of consistent and dependent equations. So this system have infinitely many solutions, then the slopes are equal, then their y-intercepts are also equal and their graphs coincide, meaning this set of equations are equal or the same equation. Then number two, we have system of consistent and independent equations. So these equations have exactly one solution and their graphs intersect. So they have a point of intersection, and that point of intersection is the solution of the system. Then number three, the system of inconsistent equations. So this system have no solution, then their slopes are equal, their y-intercepts are not equal, and their graphs are parallel. So we have here example number one. So find the solutions of the following systems of linear equations graphically. So number one is the system 2x plus y equals 7 and negative x plus y equals 1. So we have many different types or ways on how to graph systems of linear equations. So just select which you like. So in here, I will just using 2 points. So we'll just substitute any values of any of the variable here. You can substitute any values of x, and you can also substitute any values of y. So we'll just use 2 points here, or we will just find 2 points here. Then we're going to plot the points in the Cartesian plane or in the graphing paper, and after that we're going to connect the 2 points. So let's start. Let's have first this one, 2x plus y equals 7. So if we're going to substitute any values here for any of the two variables x and y, we'll just use let's try variable x. So if we're going to have in number 1 2x plus y equals 7, if x is 0 here, so we're going to have 2 times 0 is 0 plus y equals 7, and y here will be equal to 7. So our first point here will be 0, 7. So if we're going to have, if x equals 1, so this will be 2 times 1, then plus y equals 7. Then 2 times 1 is 2, so we're going to have y equals 7 minus 2, and that will be 5. So we're going to have our second point as 1, 5. So this is for the first equation. For the second equation, negative x plus y equals 1, we can just substitute any values of the same variable, x. So if we're going to substitute x with 0, so this will become 0, then plus y equals 1. So y here will be equal to 1. So the first point for the second equation is 0, 1. And if we're going to substitute x with 1, so this will become negative 1 plus y equals 1. Then y here will be equal to 1 plus 1, and this will be equal to 2. So the second point here will be 1, 2. So next step is we're going to plot the points here on the graphing paper. Then after plotting, we're going to connect the points. So for equation number 1, 2x plus y equals 7. So the first point is 0, 7. So from 0, then y is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the point here. This is 0, 7. Then second point is 1, 5. 1, then 5. Then next is we're going to connect the 2 points here using a roller or any straight edge. So connecting the two, we're going to have this line here. So this is the graph of 2x plus y equals 7. Then the second equation, we have the first point 0, 1. So 0, 1. Then the second point is 1, 2. So 1, then 2. Then connect. So this is the graph of the line negative x plus y equals 1. Now if we're going to look at this one, their graph intersect at this point. The solution here is this point. The point here is point 2, 3. So the solution of the system is the point 2, 3. So this system has only one solution, meaning this is a system of consistent and independent equation. Example number 2, we have the system 3x plus y equals 4 and 3x plus y equals 10. Now for equation 1, if we're going to let x equals 0, so this is 3x plus y equals 4. So if x here is 0, so 3 times 0 is 0, so this means that y equals to 4. So the first point here will be 0, 4. And if we're going to substitute x with 1, we're going to have 3 times 1 plus y equals 4. And 3 times 1 is 3, so we're going to have here y equals 4 minus 3, that will be 1. So we're going to have our second point as 1, 1. Then for the second equation, we have 3x plus y equals 10. Then if we're going to let x equals 0 here, so this will be 0. So 3 times 0 is 0, so this means that y is equal to 10. And the first point here will be 0, 10. Then if we're going to substitute x with 1, so this will be 3 times 1 plus y equals 10. Then 3 times 1 is 3, so y equals 10 minus 3, that will be 7. So our second point here will be 1, 7. The next step is we're going to graph the equations. So for equation number 1, we have 3x plus y equals 4. Our first point is 0, 4. So we're going to have here 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Then second point is 1, 1. So 1, 1. This is 1, 1 here. Then connect using a roller or straight edge. This will be the graph of 3x plus y equals 4. Then the second equation, we have 0, 10. So 0, 10. Then second point is 1, 7. 1, 7. Then connect. So this will be the graph of the line 3x plus y equals 10. Now if we're going to look at the graph here, the two lines are parallel, meaning this one is called as system of inconsistent equations. Example number 3, we have the system x minus 2y equals negative 5 and 2x minus 4y equals negative 10. So let's have first the first equation, x minus 2y equals negative 5. So if we're going to use variable y here, if we're going to let y equals 0, so this is 0 here, so x here will be equal to negative 5. So the first point here will be negative 5, 0. And if we're going to let y equals 1, so we're going to have here x minus 2 times 1 equals negative 5. So this is negative 2 here, so x here will be equal to negative 5 plus 2, that will be negative 3. So the second point will be negative 3, 1. And if we're going to have the second equation, 2x minus 4y equals negative 10. Then if we're going to let y equals 0, so this is 2x. This will now become 0, so equals negative 10. So x here will be equal to negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. So this is the same with equation in number 1. So negative 5, 0 is the first point. And if we're going to let y equals 1 here, so we're going to have 2x. So this is 1, so minus 4 equals negative 10. Then this will be 2x equals negative 10 plus 4. 2x equals negative 6. Then x here will be equal to negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So the second point here will be negative 3, 1. So if we're going to look at the points in equation 1 and equation 2, they are just the same, meaning these two equations here are equal. So if we're going to plot these points here, we're going to have first point for this one is negative 5, 0. So negative 5, 0. Second point is negative 3, 1. Negative 3, 1. So connecting the two, so we can have this graph here. So this is the graph of x minus 2y equals negative 5, and this is also the graph of 2x minus 4y equals negative 10. Meaning this system here is called as system of consistent and dependent equation. So consistent and dependent. So I hope this video helped you. If you have questions about the topic, please comment down below and see you next time.